G'day, hi and welcome. Here we go again. This morning. Why am I so sore all the time? Oh. I gotta find my coat hanger. I don't have time this morning, so I had to do the Duke Boy entrance again in my vehicle. All right, gotta get rolling here. Oh my God. Rolling. I thought it was going to be about 5 after. I think it was going to be 10 after. I'll be there early anyway, but if I want to make another little video blog, I got to get my butt in gear. Down like that so I don't go flying. It's going to be a chainsaw kind of day. I don't know if it's going to rain or not. Flappy trunk back there. Alright. Leaves on my friggin' vehicle. Why is there always crap on my vehicle in the mornings? Why does that? How does it know? Oh, well, it's hump day, so. And, yeah. My goal for this month was to put $700 on the credit card, and today I might exceed that by a little bit, but I needed to exceed it. If I could exceed that by a lot, as soon as I get paid by these guys, hopefully this weekend. I was supposed to get paid last weekend, but I didn't. But if I do, I could almost wipe out my entire credit card debt this month, which would be just in time because another Mark Holcomb guitar went on sale for like $400 off, and I'm like, I gotta get it. It's like, I was like planning another guitar, and this poor guitar, this Charvel guitar that I really want, I've been putting off buying it for other guitars that are slightly more priority. I'm going to do the monthly payments on it, because that way it's cheaper interest-wise to pay a little extra interest on the in-store financing, and then like just pay the in-store financing, and then you know, like have monthly payments, but starting from like, you know, you're only paying interest on the credit card, you're only paying interest on like a couple of $100 rather than a few thousand, right? So if I get that guitar this month, I'd be really happy. So I'm planning it anyway, but I also got to get the isolation headphones. Something really cool. Plague Doctor lyrics. The first draft is done. I like them. It's unique. The 7-string is going to sound massive, absolutely massive. But I want to get this song. I'm going to spend a little bit more time. Like, I write songs really quickly, and that's the problem. I can write like 10 albums in one day. It's just, they're not going to be very good. Like, well, I might get the odd song that'll hit, that'll be good, but for the most part, when you write songs really fast like that, they usually don't, you know, in hindsight, they're cheap, you know what I mean? Like, they don't, you put some time into it. So I want to put some time into this one. So I'm giving myself all of August to at least record it, and if I'm lucky, get the video out. But I still got to get the Plague Doctor uniform, a couple of plague victims, and I got to get the monk uniforms. They're not going to be expensive uniforms, they're just like Halloween costume kind of thing. But the idea is to tell the story The lyrics, oh, they're good and melancholy and dark, but the way the song's going to end, it's basically how European peoples, you know, if you're European, of European descent, your people survived the Black Plague, right? And there were people in the Black Plague that went above and beyond to attempt to help people. These people were known, these were clergymen, basically mostly monks, that basically went out in these, technically the first biohazard uniforms, which were basically long leather jackets, basically covered with wax, basically sealed with wax, to because they thought that the Black Plague was basically like airborne, right? But they didn't realize it was basically from all the rats and, you know, festations and stuff like that. So these guys also wore masks, and they put all these herbs and spices in the masks. That's why they had these like beak-like masks. So they were quite a sight to see. Very, very steampunk, very gothic kind of thing, right? And most of these guys probably died a horrible death trying to help people. But the point is that they had so much faith that God would protect them, that they went out and tried to help people, even though they almost guaranteed faced certain death. But however, many years later, scientists kind of proved that, okay, the herbs didn't work in the mask at all. Like that was just, you know, if anything, it was just a nice fragrance of Black Plague coming in at them, right? But what it was is the wax suits kept them from getting contaminated. So some of them were able to either get a more mild dose of the Black Plague. I don't know what a mild dose of Black Plague would look like, but it's probably not too good. But more likely to survive. So they survived, and I'm sure surviving that left you messed up for life. But if you did make a full recovery, you now had the gene to fight the plague, right? So then you could die from smallpox and stuff later. You know what I mean? You could move on from the Black Plague and die from smallpox. There you go. Or typhus or something like that. Or syphilis. That one looked nasty, syphilis. But anyway, long story short, the song is written. I'm stoked about it. I would love to have my double bass drum pedal, but I just, you know, it's not going to happen on this song, which I'm not ready for the double bass pedal, to be honest with you. Anyway, I'm only 6 months in on the drum kit, so I'm need a little more practice with the single pedal before I worry about that. But I'd like to get it fairly soon as well. So I'm caught between getting my guitar collection finished, which is going to take years, and getting other stuff, right? Because I still need new cameras and all that. So, but it all hinges on how fast I can pay my credit card down so I can run it back up again. But I can't run it up too high because we're in July and we're on the downside of going on the downside of the season. So I got to kind of space myself out financially so that I have enough money to get through the winter. Look at this fool here, passing two cars. But always trying to be crazy like that, you know. Oh well, I see. I don't have to do stuff like that because I leave on time. Well, okay, technically I'm a little bit late today, but it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna be plenty early, so. The only thing slowing me down today is getting in and out of my car. Crawling through the window. Yeah, so Plague Doctor, and after that it's Crystal Eyes, which I've got the lyrics for that one. Now I got to write the song to it, but I also got to put down the lyrics for Screaming Sun. That one's going to be crazy. I'm going to have Amanda singing that, hopefully, and Reflections. So I got it. Maybe if I'm